Hi, good afternoon and welcome to the Market Wrap for Friday the 5th of March. This is all about the budget in the UK that came out this week and the effect on the UK property market potentially. Okay, simply to start off with, the furlough scheme was extended, and that's extended until September. What does that mean to the property market? Well, the ONS have suggested that half of those people who they thought would be unemployed by that stage will not be, if the furlough scheme is extended. So that's a million people less unemployed. Now, how is that beneficial? Well, the property market will be stabilised because we won't have such a large amount of people not paying their rent or potentially getting into trouble with their bank because they're not paying the mortgages. So that's very positive. And what the government is basically hoping, if they can extend the furlough, is that in April, people are going to start going back to work. The take-up of employment will be a lot greater and there'll be less dependence on the furlough scheme. And so hopefully it'll ease into a successful return to work. Secondly, they've extended the stamp duty holiday, and not just for 3 months, which would have it on a cliff edge again, but actually they tapered it up to 6 months. So what that means is over the next 3 months it'll be as it is now, and then after that the allowance will be reduced to 250,000. We have it tax-free. And that's a good approach to do that because it means there won't be a mad rush towards the end to make things or people complete on properties. And what that also means is that it'll support the market throughout the year, which is very important. So you've got support for employment, support for the housing market. They've introduced the 5% Help to Buy scheme. And what that basically is, you can put down 5% and buy a house. And bizarrely enough, that's up to £600,000. So that's indicative of what the housing market in the UK now is all about. 600,000 for Help to Buy, put £5,000 down. When that happened last, and I don't know if you recollect, but I certainly do, in 2013, George Osborne brought it in. And in London, it didn't really have much of an effect. But in the provinces, it did. And there was a real upswing in confidence in the market where people started to buy with this allowance. And market sentiment went up. And that's what's crucial in the property market is sentiment, positive feeling. In addition, capital gains tax didn't go up. Wouldn't really have an effect on many people, but that's an important thing to bear in mind. Corporation tax did go up, which could be quite painful if you're buying through an SPV. But they only increased it for companies making £50,000 profit or more and then tapered it up to 250. So most of our clients who bought through companies should not be affected. Another positive thing. Okay, personal rates have been frozen for this year, so you won't get more than your 12,500 for this year or next, but in 2 years' time it'll go up to 12,570. It's only a small amount of money they've taken by stealth, really, which is a good thing, but it does mean that you'll still be increasing over time what income you can get in the UK without paying tax. And finally, the lifetime pension allowance has been frozen. And that's quite important because it means that if you can't put your money into a pension in the UK, where's the next best place, tax efficient wise? And it is the property market. So that's good for the property market. So overall, it's all positive news. There's nothing negative there at all, we don't believe. Interest rates are not going up. Inflation looks like it's going to be ignored for the time being. Certainly in the US, the Fed's ignoring it. And I think the Bank of England will do it as well. And the government is trying to stimulate the property market and help drive the economy out of the COVID-19 depression it's in. Because, bear in mind, it is the most amount of lending the government has done since the Second World War. Okay, so property markets, we believe, to continue as they are at the same rate up until September. We may have a bit of a slowdown there. Once we get into 2022, GDP will have recovered, the economy will be going well again, and normal service will be resumed in the new normal environment, if that's possible. So overall, the budget was very stimulating for the property market and good for us as property purchasers. So I hope you got the message across. I hope you enjoyed it. Do enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. I hope to speak to you again next week. Thanks very much.